Now we're being told there's a hole in the sun. Yeah, a hole in the sun. About the size of 60 planet Earths. Heard me right. A long lost ship was found in the desert. Then you got this story. Scientists have discovered a prehistoric world on Earth.
One single piece of advice to anybody, and this includes my children, it's believe nothing that you hear.
Thanks for tuning into another episode of Quick Reaction TV. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for new releases. It's free and helps the channel grow. We've got a wild selection today. Let's get right to it. Quick!
Have you guys heard that we may not have a 2024 presidential election? Now this video is for entertainment purposes only. Now this guy right here is Colonel Douglas McGregor, alright? Listen to what he has to say.
The US military official has blown the whistle on how banks across America are about to close down, and the 2024 presidential election is going to be cancelled. According to Colonel Douglas McGregor, the public need to know that there will be a sudden closure of all major banks in the US, orchestrated by the elites, which will last for up to 3 weeks. Colonel McGregor also revealed that the 2024 election will be cancelled due to martial law being imposed by the Biden regime.
You're absolutely right. I don't think we'll ever get to the 2024 election. I think things are going to implode in Washington before then. I think our economic financial condition is fragile. It's going to come home to roost in ugly ways. I will tell you, I don't know exactly how it will happen. I think we're going to end up in a situation where we find out the banks are closed for 2 or 3 weeks and nobody can get into them.
You think so?
I think we're going to run into something like that, yeah. I also think that the levels of violence and criminality in our cities is so high that it's going to spill over into other places in society. People that normally think they can live remote from the problem are now beginning to be touched by the problem. Then I look at this thing in Ukraine. I think Ukraine is going to lose catastrophically. It's going to be a complete collapse. And that, too, is going to have an effect here at home because people are going to say, well, wait a minute. Everybody told us Ukraine was winning. Everybody told us X, Y, and Z. I mean, it's sort of the Russian hoax on steroids. All of those things are going to come together or converge in some way that's going to prevent us from reaching, the status quo. Oh, another election. Oh, another set of campaigns and so forth.
You see, I've heard this before, but again, this is all speculation. But this is coming from a U.S. colonel, military colonel, so I would think he would have some idea. And I'm not gonna lie, everybody has been having this feeling that things are coming to an end anyways, y'all. Y'all see the state of the world everywhere. Y'all see what I post. Literally everywhere is being affected by what's going on. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, and follow for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning into my frequency. Keep up with me on my other platforms, especially with my YouTube, where I go deeper on an esoteric level on these topics. Let's get this shift. Peace.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Peace in. Do you know what this is? No, this is not Iceland. This is the Philippines. Yes, y'all, the Philippines has cracked wide open. Do you guys remember the earthquakes? Let me show y'all. Check this out, y'all. Came tumbling down. Check this out, y'all. Shit's crazy. Boy, I smell a lawsuit, boy. Oh my goodness, y'all saw that? And the building is waving too, is waving back and forth. Schools came tumbling down. Look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at that. But I'm just fascinated at this because literally everywhere in the world is cracking wide open. The world is literally splitting in two, y'all. What do y'all think of this? Let me know what y'all think about this video. Like, share, and follow for more, y'all. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Oh, damn.
What if I told you the whole concept of white versus black was created solely for the purpose of separation? And that the real individuals behind the president, behind Congress, the hidden hand, is also melanated 9 ether people also? What if I told you that? Individuals you see in the illustration behind me are referred to as the black nobility. These are the original 13 families, okay? These are melanated, carbonated individuals. Everything we've ever been told, okay, in reference to who we believe the enemy is, so to speak, has been solely for the purpose of distraction, okay? Now, again, there are malevolent Caucasian individuals that did wholeheartedly embrace that role, okay, that they were set to play. But this actually derived from our own melanated people selling us out. Look at some of the old relics from Europe, you'll see that these individuals were black people, okay? That they commemorated, that they highly revered. You can find a lot of the real ancient relics in the Vatican. They had statues and all kind of things to commemorate the black nobility. 13 families all have the blood of the black draconian. The individual you see to my left and the illustration behind me is referred to as Tarnush or Halal, okay? This was a black draconian. This is who Ra Hayes making reference to when he say they look like us, but they not us. These are reptilians, okay? And oftentimes they have the pointed ears and a widow's peak as a genetic trait. The elder god Dr. Malachi Z. York, he spoke on these entities in the holy tablets, okay? This is a depiction, okay, of how these individuals look. They're reptilian, they are shapeshifters, and they are black. They are normal melanated. This is a depiction of how some of them may look. They look like us, but they're not us. Here's another example, okay? Black reptilian, black draconian. They figured if they could create an enemy for us, then we wouldn't think about them, okay? That's why one of their names, code names, basically is the hidden hand. They're the biggest secret that most people don't talk about. Tarnush is the son of Marduk, okay? Tarnush wanted some form of cosmic dominion, and when his grandfather Anu didn't grant that his request, he just completely went disagreeable. And there were others that carried that same ideology. They basically wanted dominion and wanted to have some sort of power, and they wanted to cause chaos and wreak havoc because of that. As I told you in the past, these archonic entities thrive on your low frequency emotions like grief, guilt, anxiety, and things of that nature, fear, okay? So they can't really operate in the 528 hertz frequency, which is love. So it's important that you embrace this green Ethereum cosmic energy that's re-emerging, okay? That's the essence of the heart chakra energy that's going to come back. And once we fully embody that and we eliminate all racism, all hatred, and we just fully walk in the heart chakra, okay, and follow the laws of Mayat, which are heart being light as a feather, which you're forgetting about anything that you've been taught through the indoctrination process in regards to the assimilation, then you will fully ascend and tap into your crown chakra and fully reap the benefits of a Kundalini awakening. You can't do it with hatred, okay? So contrary to what you want to believe, you want to have an enemy and things of that nature. It's understandable, but your biggest enemy is yourself, and your biggest enemy is the indoctrination and a false technology that you've been told, okay? This also came from Yaqub, okay? Remember, he was the author of technology, and a lot of this illustration that we still following stems from that. If you follow in a concept of hatred or anything along the lines of that, then you are actually going off the teachings and the ideologies of technology, which were orchestrated by Yaqub, the scientist. All right. This is some of the doctrines that he came up with on the island of Patmos. OK, Yaqub actually was the one that orchestrated and came up with the enemy for us to have some form of adversities with. OK, that we can actually see to camouflage the 13 families, the black nobility that actually been puppet mastering this whole thing, controlling this whole matrix, operating this whole simulation behind the veil. Remember, the meek shall inherit the earth, and those who really hone into their true primordial self will reap the benefits of ascension to the fifth dimension, okay? You have to just go inward. You have to tap in with self, and you have to realize that everything you have been taught this whole time has been an illusion to create hatred in you and to create some form of diversity and separation amongst the people on this planet. This is important. It says your true work in life is to keep lifting your frequency, because everything in your life comes as a result of the vibration you are on. So if you want a vibration of hatred, you want a vibration of revenge and things of that nature, you're going to completely go through what's called the infinity cycle, where you're going to completely do incarnations over and over and over again. The trick to breaking out of this matrix is actually going into the heart chakra, so you can then go to the higher dimensional planes of existence, because unfortunately these lower realms, you get stuck in the lower realms and the lower ethers if you stay in those frequencies. Peace, love, and light to everyone.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
So many of us, going back to the 60s, maybe even earlier, the conspiracy nuts who are now, and I want to thank Lupe for this, pattern recognition specialists have been waiting for, and that's the fall of the cabal. It's lethal, and it's ugly, and it's vicious, and it's virtually in every country in some shape or form. And you have to understand that that's exactly what's happening. They are clinging to power, clinging to anything and everything, because they realize that if they lose power, they are going to cease to exist on Earth because of everything they've done to humanity. And there are all kinds of storylines, there's all kinds of rumors, there's all kinds of theories. There's a lot of prognosticating, there's assumptions about what is happening, why it's happening, the decisions that are being made. There's so much that is going on. And, if I had one single piece of advice to anybody, and this includes my children, it's believe nothing that you hear and half of what you see. Because at this point, what we seem to know, or what we thought we knew about reality, is literally collapsing before our eyes. And this is why it's really, really important to be the observer. Because if we emotionally get attached to a very specific outcome, we could very well be disappointed. It does not mean that the end result will not be what we hope and have prayed for, but the way it goes down may be completely different than what we think. Because this process is live. It's been gamed, but you can't always depend on your opposition to do exactly what you want in the way that you want. So there's always give and take. There are always adjustments, simulating new situations. And we, as a race, need to be very, very careful. And what I mean by that is, even if there's no failure point in this operation, in this global op, we cannot predict how things are going to go, because that information is not truly being shared with humanity. And it cannot be truly shared with humanity because of the lethality of the enemy.
We're having a
What?
Now we're being told there's a hole in the sun. Yeah, a hole in the sun. About the size of 60 planet Earths. And I saw a video of that the other day. Here it is, the hole in the sun. Somehow there's a hole in the sun. What the hell? And I started thinking, there's a lot of strange stuff going on in the world right now, this week, including this. A long-lost ship was found in the desert of South Africa. You heard me right. A long-lost ship was found in the desert. Then you got this story. Scientists have discovered a prehistoric world on Earth in Argentina. What the hell does that even mean? I'm telling you, there's something weird going on. There's some kind of phase going on. There's some kind of shift in reality. There's some kind of parallel universe. I don't know what it is, but something is definitely going on. And it's not just with me, who's had no sleep for 4 straight nights. I have slept in the day a little bit, but I'm averaging about 3 hours per day. I don't know. I just wanted to tell you all some of the weird stuff going on. Shabadoo, Bushkis. Shabadoo.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?